That is the strangest thing. That is the strangest thing. But somehow, there was more momentum coming this way than the other way. Alright, we're done here. Let me just remove these tracks. So it wasn't actually bouncing. So there was like momentum going that way, but not going that way. And so when it's standing still, it just moves that way. And like you saw me a few times like standing on the track blocking it. And it was pushing it. Oh crap. I almost fell off the track. I was just standing on the track and the minecart was just pushing against me. Because it had momentum somehow in that direction. That's the weirdest thing. Anyway, so another thing in Minecraft that just is unfinished. Unfinished and buggy and broken. This game just seems unfinished at times. At a lot of times it feels unfinished. Alright, well now the guy is here. And amazingly, he's managed to fall off the track completely, even though there's this block there. I want to punch him. Alright, don't punch him. Hi, you're a farmer. Welcome. Welcome to your new home. This is your new home. And that's your neighbor. Well, it's not your neighbor, it's your roommate. Welcome. Do you want carrots? You want carrots? Sure you do. Sure you do. You want carrots. Yes, you do. Yes, make happy noises. Happy noises. Pumpkins, melons. We don't have melons or pumpkins. Yes, you are happy. Now go make babies with that guy. Oh wow, you want to sell me all sorts of things. What do you have? Leather worker. I don't have leather right now. I should go get some cows, I think. Alright, so now we have villagers in our not yet a city. I do want to make this slightly more appealing. What I'm thinking is I want to put like columns. I want to put columns holding up the track just to make it so that it's not just hanging in the air like that. It's nighttime, kind of. I just want to see if they go inside the house. Alright, they're both inside the house. Alright, enjoy your temporary housing. So I'm thinking I want to put columns underneath this thing, right? And I'm thinking whether I should make this twice as wide as well. So columns every 12 blocks? Or like 12 blocks on the diagonal, 6 blocks on the... No, yeah. Well, 12 blocks on the diagonal. Maybe 12 blocks on the straight as well. So then like a column, but then it won't be symmetrical, right? If I just stick a single log as a column down there. Yeah, columns. Let me think about this. So if we add another layer of planks, it will still be enough light. Okay, there will still be enough light if I add another layer of planks. Actually, let me just put the valuable stuff away before I do this. Because we don't need to be carrying around all this gold and iron and redstone and stuff. So let's make this a little bit more presentable. Make the railroad just a little bit more presentable. Make it so that it's not floating in midair like that, which is kind of weird. And we might just lure some cows over here. Actually, we don't need to. We don't need to. Just thinking, lure some cows here for the leather worker. We should probably just build the city. Building the city is probably what's gonna make the most difference to our city. Since we actually want a city here. Alright, let's put this stuff away. And I guess we don't need to sleep just yet. Okay, that. Iron. I used up a little bit of iron. We used up a bit of gold. Let's see, redstones, that, more doors. Don't think we need to craft anything. Let me just hold on to the tools. Food. Tracks. So we got a few more tracks than we needed. But that's fine. Okay. And a few more carrots. We probably don't have enough wood for what I have in mind. But let me just make that. Let me put the tools back. Alright. So I want to make the trackway 1 block wider. And then we put columns down. And by columns I mean just probably logs. Just put the logs directly straight down into the ground. Alright, here we are, and the track will go like this. And it also gives us a bit more protection from skeletons, right? So that the arrows won't hit us quite as often if we have a wider... Okay. If we have a wider track. I don't know what's going on. Hitboxes. Wow. You'd think it'd be harder than that, because there's a tiny little edge on the minecart track hitbox. Alright. So we got that. And then across here. And we want to try to avoid getting killed by hostile mobs. Alright, so there's that. Alright, just checking light levels to make sure we're still safe. Alright, so now we need to wait for daytime or sleep until it's daytime. What time is it? Oh, it's almost daytime. But we want to really avoid these hostile mobs, so we're going to go all the way back to the other side of the peninsula. So we don't have to deal with these guys. And then we're going to log the underside and put some columns down. Look at the light of the city compared to the darkness in the landscape. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, let me go despawn these mobs by running all the way back. Run, 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 run. And then run all the way back the other way. Yes. Well, this is how this is how I play Minecraft. I don't know if this is how you play Minecraft. Just run 100 blocks away to deal with enemies. Alright, here we are. Back out. So I guess we want columns at the corners. So out here, where this bends, so like there, you want a column, except, well, is that right? Is that, okay, that's right. That's right. Alright, so we want a column there. Don't have enough logs to actually make all the columns. So how far apart should these columns be? So there's a torch there. 1, 2, 3. Every 4 torches? If we go every 4 torches, which by the way would mean this is awkward because the torch is there and the column, oh, it's not actually centered. That's I'm sure that doesn't really matter. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every 4 torches. Let's try that. So that puts that there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, well, this is... Well, we're definitely not going to have enough logs if we do that much more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one just looks straight up there. there. Let's try not to fall into a hole. 1, 2, 3. There's a hole here. Okay, that torch. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. There. And then 1. That's a death trap. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. Except that the last one's gonna be 3, which I guess is okay. So there, and then like 1, 2, and then 3. It's gonna be like there. The question is, does that reduce the security of my city? I don't think it does. Like, is there any scenario where a spider can climb up here? I don't think so. Actually, possibly climb up here. That actually reduces the security of my city, I think. Because I think a spider can get in. Which is a little bit terrifying. But that's okay. It looks good. So you got 1, 2... So every 4 torches. So it's gonna be like just columns holding them up. If you imagine that those are filled in, we don't have enough blocks for this. Now, as we go on the horizontal, I guess we can just have this as one thing through there, and then we can have this as one through. Nope, not that one. That one. So now we have to figure out how to space this. That. So I'm gonna put that there. How many do we need in between here? Just one? I think just one in the middle will be fine. Oops. I can afford that. Alright, so the one in the middle. And this one, probably here. And then at this end, we're gonna have a column there. And then I suppose we'll just want one in the middle between those two. Which will be like there. Alright, and so we need to shovel this out because this is a security liability. And then we need to go chop down some trees so we get more logs.